"Ma'am," the young officer said, holding the badge like it smelled bad, "this ID is either fake, or you're a very lost librarian." He smirked wide, cocky, unbothered, like mocking her was just another task on his checklist. Behind him, 2 guards chuckled. One leaned close and laughed. "What is this, some kind of spy movie?" They were loud, they were confident, and they had no idea who they were talking to. The woman didn't flinch, not a blink, not a twitch. She stood still, a plain white t-shirt, faded jeans, a windbreaker so worn it barely held shape. No insignia, no rank, no weapon. Just calm eyes watching them like she was waiting for children to stop playing dress-up. She didn't argue, didn't smile. Just one sentence, flat and final. "Scan it again." The officer rolled his eyes and exaggerated every motion like she was wasting his time. He didn't scan it to cooperate. He scanned it to mock her, to prove how fake it was. This was a top clearance site. Biometrics, AI profiling, retina checks. No one just walked in. Especially not her. He expected the scanner to blare red, to scream, to humiliate her. It didn't. It blinked once, then again, then it died. The scanner locked up mid-scan, froze solid. One by one, the monitors across the room flickered black. Radios turned to white noise, cell signals snapped. And then the overhead lights dimmed. Not to darkness, but to something worse. Blue, deep, humming, electric blue. Then came the symbol. A gold and cobalt emblem appeared on the primary screen. Not a government seal. Not an agency mark. Older, unknown, feared, encrypted code burst across the screens in a storm of scrolling symbols. Then silence. Every system rebooted, except not to normal. The interface was gone, replaced, owned, and still the woman hadn't moved. One of the guards stepped back fast. "What the hell is that?" he whispered. Another guard muttered, Is that level 0? Nobody answered, because nobody could. The woman's presence wasn't being processed, it was rewriting the room. The officer who mocked her took a step back now, eyes darting. Who are you?" She stepped forward once, slowly, deliberately. The silence cracked around her like glass. "I'm the one they call when people like you vanish without explanation." The air shifted. Then 2 men appeared. They didn't walk in, they were just there. 2 black suits, impossibly still, not from any checkpoint, not from any door. "Agent Monroe," one of them said with quiet respect. "We've been waiting." The young officer's voice caught in his throat. She's with you." The taller agent didn't even blink. "Number. We're with her." And just like that, the hierarchy collapsed. She wasn't here to follow protocols, she was here to replace them. The badge wasn't clearance, it was command. It wasn't a passcode, it was authority written into the bones of the system. Every light adjusted as she walked, every door unlocked at her presence. Cameras powered down, alarms stayed silent. She didn't hack the building recognized her. 2 floors up, in the surveillance center, chaos erupted. Her ID bypassed everything, one analyst choked, even the black protocols. The other stared at the glowing seal on screen. "That's not an ID," he whispered. "That's a recall key, that's legacy code. She predates the firewall." In the lobby, the mocking officer stood frozen, his smirk gone, his face pale. For the first time in his life, he looked small, like a man who just spat at a thunderstorm and watched it smile back. One of the guards whispered, "We laughed at her." No one responded. The silence was devouring, because when someone enters a facility like this, no escort, no backup, no weapons, and the entire system goes still. That's not clearance, that's not access, that's ownership. When a badge that ancient still commands the structure, it means she didn't just earn trust, she built it. She authored the very system they thought they understood. There was no warning, no shouting, just presence and total surrender by the world around her. That's not intimidation, that's absolute legacy. And every person in that lobby felt it in their bones. There were no reports filed, no statements written, because no one dared record what they saw, but every man who laughed at her would wake up at night remembering her face, and never laugh again. Before you go, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. And if this story hit you like thunder in your chest, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and type karma in the comments below. Because somewhere, someone else just mocked the wrong legend.